Well, hello, John.
Hi, John.
If you guys did not know,
Also known as JC.
yeah, sure. If you guys didn't know, this is my dad, John McIntyre. If you can introduce yourself with a little more detail.
I'm the son of JC McIntyre and Ashley McIntyre. I'm married to Jenny McIntyre. I'm originally from the great state of Wisconsin, and we've been living in Florida now for most part of 20 years. And our kids are 17 and 11. Casey will be 12 very soon.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to talk about, I guess, dating. He has questions about dating or even other things. So I'll give my opinion. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, but it's
All
my
right.
opinion. So
Awesome. So my first question is very simple. What is your point of view on young dating?
well, how young are we talking about?
Probably like 11 through 14 years old.
Okay, well, I think at that young of an age, I don't think there's any point in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the points of dating is to get to know people that you're thinking about possibly marrying. The whole point of dating is to find somebody. It should be the purpose. For a lot of people, dating is just find someone to have sex with. That's one purpose of dating for a lot of people today. But the real purpose of dating should be, I'm looking for someone I want to spend the rest of my life with. And at 11 to 14, you're not even close to getting to that point. In other cultures, at other times, you could marry at a younger age. But here, in this country, it's not going to happen. You're not going to marry at that young an age. It's just not going to happen. So there's really no point in dating at that young an age.
So my next question for you is, recently I actually ran into somebody at my school who was saying that they only date because they just like it and for their own self-satisfaction. And they told me they actually know they're gonna break up with that person at some point. So
It's kind of a cruel attitude, isn't it?
Yeah. So give me a.
Well, what's the point of hurting other people? I don't.
Exactly.
That's not a good reason to date if you know you're going to break up with somebody. That's just mean. It's cruel. So if you're a genuinely nice, decent person, you won't do that to somebody else. So dating as a young person, you're going to break up eventually, more than likely. There are rare cases that people, met their future husband and wife at a young age, and, but they, were protected by their parents. They weren't allowed to be alone together, things like that. And, but it's very rare. So to date at that young an age, there's really no point in it. You're not mature enough. You don't understand what adulthood is. And how difficult it can be, relationships can be.
So yeah, and this is gonna be my last question since this is kind of a short video.
Okay.
My last question is to you: if you were to date at a young age, like 15 or 16, what method should you use to date?
Well, if I'm a moral person and I believe that I should save myself for my future husband and wife, or wife sexually, then I need to avoid being alone with people. Because that's where trouble starts.
Exactly.
I'm alone with somebody, whether it's in an automobile, whether it's in somebody's house, it could be, it could be out in the country somewhere. Anywhere where you're alone and there's nobody else around to supervise you. We used to have things people called chaperones, in the old days. That's long gone now. But people, if they went out on a date, there was always an older person that was there with them. Maybe they'd keep a little distance so that the two young people could talk and get to know each other and have fun together. Not sexual fun, but just fun together. And that's long gone. So to be alone with somebody of the opposite sex with what we call hormones, you have these very strong desires to, have sex with someone, you're asking for trouble to be alone. Now, you can go to the mall. I think movies are probably okay, stuff like that, that you can do in public, There's any number of things you can do together, in public together. You can have great conversations in public with people, of that age. So, nothing wrong with holding hands. Maybe even a kiss here or there. I don't know if I would totally object to that, but keep it from being alone where nobody can see what you're doing, right?
Exactly.
Because something's eventually going to happen, and you may regret it, because what if you break up with that person and you wanted to just have sex with the person you're going to marry? Some people have the opinion that, well, you should try different people to have sex with because you need to find someone you're sexually compatible with. Well, that's not a good reason to date. It's just not, because it's going to be emotionally damaged to a person. So, that's how I feel about it.
So can you give us like a one-sentence summary about all of this off of the top of your head?
Well, you have to realize dating is a lot more serious thing than a lot of people think it is. Mm-hmm. It has a goal, and the goal is to find someone you're going to spend the rest of your life with. That's the main purpose of dating.
Well, thank you for this interview, John. Thank
Bye.
you for sharing your opinion. I think it was very mature and a very detailed explanation.
Uh-huh.
So I hope you audience members have enjoyed this. And can you give us an outro, John?
If I can do a what?
An outro?
Outro?
Yeah, just.
Oh, this is just me. I'm Dad, and I try and help JC as much as I can, guiding him toward becoming an adult, a man, and sometimes I do a good job, sometimes I don't. But I'm trying the best I can. With God's help. I need God's help.
So yeah, I think we're gonna end it off there. I love you guys. Don't you love them too, right? They're awesome, right?
Yeah, especially if I can meet them all.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, yeah. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have enjoyed this interview. Say bye, John.
See ya next time.
Bye, guys.
See ya.